This is ABC 7 News at 6.
Good evening and thanks for joining us. I'm Peter Dubois. First tonight, the trial for a Presque Isle man who charged with 2 counts of murder continued today. The state argues 41-year-old Bobby Nightingale allegedly shot and killed 51-year-old Roger Ellis and 25-year-old Alan Curtis. Investigators from Maine State Police say both victims were found with gunshot wounds throughout their bodies. Lead defense attorney Vern Paradis says the reason Nightingale went on the run following his charges back in 2019 is because he allegedly feared for his life.
There are other people who had motives and reasons to do this. And you're going to listen to this evidence as it comes in, and you're going to ask yourself, was the fact that Mr. Ellis picked up Brooke Robinson during a fight she had with Bobby, that's motive to kill someone? That's what you're being asked.
Paradis says he expects to begin calling witnesses for the defense on Thursday. A Levant man pleaded guilty to wire fraud and money laundering charges in U.S. District Court in Bangor today. The charges stemmed from his fraudulent receipt of economic injury disaster loan and paycheck protection plan funds. Court records show 40-year-old Craig Frank formerly owned CCF Acoustics, LLC, and CCF Acoustical Systems. However, neither company was in business, generated income, or had employees in 2020 or 2021. In the summer of 2020, Frank received $177,400 in EIDL funds after submitting 2 fraudulent loan applications to the U.S. Small Business Administration. In the fraudulent applications, Frank claimed he was not the subject of criminal charges. However, he had been arrested on felony fraud charges in Florida in July 2020. Frank illegally used the EIDL funds to retain a criminal defense attorney and post bail in that criminal case. He also used the funds to purchase a pickup truck and pay for other personal expenses. In March 2021, Frank provided false IRS documents and checking account statements in a fraudulent application for a PPP loan. Frank then received $145,060. He spent the PPP funds on a second pickup truck, online retail purchases, living expenses, and other prohibited uses. Frank faces up to 20 years in prison, a $250,000 fine, and 3 years of supervised release. He'll be sentenced by a federal district judge following a pre-sentence investigation report by the U.S. Probation Office. The case was investigated by Homeland Security. A Presque Isle man will serve 4 years behind bars for drug trafficking in Aroostook County. 24-year-old Connor Clark pleaded guilty to conspiracy to distribute and possession with the intent to distribute methamphetamine in November 2021. According to court records, Clark and other members of the conspiracy distributed large amounts of methamphetamine in northern Maine between January 2017 and August 2018. Records indicate Clark coordinated multi-pound shipments of meth from Arizona to conspirators who distributed it in Aroostook County. In addition to his 4-year sentence, Clark will also have 5 years of supervised release. Well, fire crews were called to a brush fire in Winterport today. According to Aaron Bailey of Maine Forest Service, the group was participating in a training on board a helicopter that was flying over the town of Winterport when fire officials in the plane spotted a brush fire. At the time, a quarter acre of brush was burning near structures, but was not considered a threat. Fire crews from Winterport and Frankfort responded to the scene off Blind Owl Lane, where they discovered smoke and debris. Sergeant Art Lavoie with the Forest Service says conditions are so dry throughout the state right now that the Forest Service is expected to be on scene into the evening to make sure the fire is fully suppressed. Bailey said the cause of the fire came from the homeowner burning brush the previous night without a permit and is being charged with burning without a permit. President Joe Biden has signed the Inflation Reduction Act into law. It's a sweeping package that aims to lower health care costs, combat the climate crisis, and fight inflation. The bill includes provisions that empowers Medicare to directly negotiate drug prices, impacting nearly 350,000 beneficiaries in Maine. It caps Medicare patients' out-of-pocket costs at $2,000 a year. It also includes nearly $20 billion for conservation programs to help farmers and ranchers address climate change, as well as a 10-year extension on consumer credits to make homes more energy efficient. Natural Resources Council of Maine's Energy Director Jack Shapiro said, quote, The Inflation Reduction Act will have big benefits for Maine people by making clean energy, home efficiency, and electrification and electric vehicles more affordable for everyday people. We know these technologies save people money, and this new law gives the boost we need to help more Mainers make the switch." End quote. Meanwhile, the Rotary Club of Bangor continued its special speaker series, which includes 4 major political candidates. During his speech, Congressman Jared Golden decided to talk about several key events that have taken place since the beginning of the COVID pandemic. Golden listed the numerous financial packages, including the CARES Act and the infrastructure plan. He admitted to disagreeing with President Biden's initial $1 trillion plan, saying it would cause rises in inflation. Golden emphasized the need for bipartisan support in order to accomplish more in Congress.
Most of us have some, what you might think of as like democratic positions or values, and some conservative ones, all in here. So I really hesitate to look at the district and say, oh, it's red or it's blue.
To view the updated schedule for the Bangor Rotary Club's gubernatorial and U.S. congressional candidate speaker series, you can visit bangorrotary.org. The Federal Bureau of Investigation's director was in Maine today. A statement says Christopher Wray met with local, state, and federal law enforcement partners to affirm the FBI's continued commitment to help combat violent crime, hate crimes, homegrown violent extremism, and other types of crime facing Maine communities. Among the topics discussed was an FBI effort targeting gang members in Maine and New Hampshire, capitalizing on the higher resale value of illegal drugs and the accessibility of guns. The statement says the FBI is also supporting the newly formed New England Prescription Opioid Task Force, which will help to address the unlawful prescription and diversion of opioids by corrupt medical professionals and others. All right, we'll take a break now and take a look outdoors as we take a pause and take a look at our first forecast with Jeff Weller. Jeff.
All right, thank you very much. Your first weather is brought to you by GRF Real Estate Company, and let's talk temperatures today. That hum you hear are air conditioners out there today, with temperatures hanging out in the mid-80s here in Bangor, but a bit cooler coastal areas, down east areas today, with highs generally near 80 there. Okay, so there are some clouds out there now and a couple of thunder showers trying to get going. These will take their time tonight, though. Most of us will stay mostly cloudy tonight. Then tomorrow, a good chance for rain gets in here, as it's all kind of closing in on us now. This thing is coming our way. Will likely bring us some heavy rainfall tomorrow evening and then linger into really Thursday and Friday. Our forecast then tonight, though, is mostly cloudy skies. A couple of sprinkles can't be ruled out, with low temperatures in the 60s. Your full forecast is coming up.
Alrighty, Jeff, thanks so much. And still to come on ABC 7 News at 6, the Hancock Fire Station proposes big renovations to its outdated facility. And a local motorcycle club rallies around a young boy diagnosed with cancer. We'll have those stories and much more as ABC 7 News at 6 continues.
Inflation, a broken supply chain, and high gas prices. Mainers everywhere are facing tough decisions about rising costs. Growing up as part of a small family business in Leeds, I learned what a struggling economy does to small businesses, jobs, and to working class people. And serving as a Marine in Afghanistan and Iraq taught me to stand strong for what's right in the face of adversity. I'm Jared Golden, and that's why in Congress, I'm an independent voice for you, taking on my own party to stand up for Maine families. I was the only Democrat to vote against trillions of dollars of President Biden's agenda because I knew it would make inflation worse. I've stood with law enforcement against defunding the police. I support cutting the gas tax and increasing domestic oil production. I'm working to lower prescription drug costs and standing firm against any cuts to Social Security and Medicare. I'll always be an independent fighter for you. I'm Jared Golden, and this is my family. I approve this message because when it comes to doing what's right for your family, I'll never back down.
When it comes to finding the right health insurance for your small business, it can feel like you're the only one looking out for the well-being of your team. But when you partner with a nonprofit health insurer who not only understands your needs as a business owner, but puts your people over their profits, it allows your business to keep doing what it does best. With a team who can take comfort in knowing they're cared for, people over profits. Now that's a novel idea. Get a quote from your broker or visit healthoptions.org.
No one told us to get up and go. That's just our rhythm. And when the heart throws that rhythm off, Northern Light Eastern Maine Medical Center will get it back to a healthier beat through minimally invasive procedures for heart disease with no need for open chest surgery. So you can get back to your rhythm of life.
When I married my late husband, who was a widower, I took on his beautiful daughters as my own. The chaos of raising 5 girls while working full-time didn't exactly prepare me to govern during turbulent times, but it helped. I learned to listen and work together because no one has a monopoly on solutions in a family or in a state. That's why we brought Democrats, Republicans, and Independents together to move Maine forward. Girls, some things just don't change.
If you've been injured in an accident, tell them you mean business.
Welcome back. The Hancock Fire Department has been given permission to put plans for a new fire station out for bid. Madeline Gernhardt has the story.
The Hancock County Fire Station was built in the 1950s to house 2 engines. Since then, fire trucks and tankers have become larger, while the station house has remained the same size. Fire Chief Chris Holmes says the station currently has 2 bays, which house a fire engine and a tanker, which barely fit within the garage.
It's just big enough for 2 vehicles. It's just basically a garage with a furnace in it. It served its purpose, but it's time to upgrade. We need something bigger.
The station also has a tent outside, which holds a forestry truck used for brush fires, and a small boat for water rescues. With no running water, no bathrooms, no meeting spaces, and no room to house their equipment, the Hancock County Volunteer Fire Department is looking to rebuild in the open field across the road.
We need to get everything undercover. We need to be able to have a bathroom facility, a shower to decon the firemen after we get back from a call, to get all the nasty bad stuff off them. We need to have a nice office where we can do work, and a good meeting training room.
Holmes was recently granted permission by the Town Select Board to get plans for the new station drafted and put up for bid.
This step that we've just been approved for is to have the architects draw up the schematics and blueprints, etc., whatever you want to call them, so we can have a bid package that we can then put out to bid to contractors, and they can look at it and give us an estimate on what they feel the cost will be to build the station.
Plans for the building are based on the Harrington Fire Station, which has 4 bays, restrooms, and a meeting space. He estimates that the project will cost around $2.2 million. He asked for the public support for the future of the project.
Just support from the public to so we can keep moving forward and not have any more roadblocks or people kicking the project to the side, for whatever reason. We need to do it. We should have been doing it a while ago.
Holmes hopes that they will be able to review the bids for the plans by springtime and then break ground in the summer of 2023 after funding is approved by the town. Reporting from Hancock, Madeline Gernhardt, ABC7 and Fox 22.
The Red Knights Motorcycle Club will host its 2nd annual Ride for Charity event this Sunday. Our Matthew Juranczyk had the chance to speak to the family the club is riding for.
It means so much to us. It's the first initial finding out of him having cancer was overwhelming, and they were right there.
Elizabeth Ames is supporting her son through his battle with cancer, but she's not alone. In its 2nd Ride for Charity event, the Red Knights Motorcycle Club will be riding for 10-year-old Garrett Armstrong of LaGrange, who was diagnosed with leukemia at the beginning of the year.
Garrett was diagnosed January 22nd of this year. I took him to the doctors for a stomach ache, and this is what it came out to be, was leukemia.
Upon hearing about Garrett's diagnosis, Red Knights tail gunner Cougar Bunn knew his team had to help out.
There was a post put out about 6-7 months ago by the assistant fire chief of my town and one of the firefighters from my town, Crystal Kale, looking for patches for him originally. We saw that and we decided that we wanted to do a little bit more to help out financially.
The ride will start at Brownvale Elementary School and head through Milo, Hudson, and Old Town, heading through LaGrange right past Garrett's house before making their way back to the elementary school. After the ride, there will be a silent auction, a barbecue with Darling's ice cream for a cause, and raffles, with all proceeds going to the family. With everyone in his corner, Garrett is thankful for all the support he's received.
It's really nice and supportive, and I want to join them.
Anyone interested in donating can send a check to the Red Knights location at P.O. Box 481. Reporting from LaGrange, Matthew Jurancic, ABC7 and Fox 22.
Just a great way to support Garrett there. Here's hoping they get lots of donations there during that event. And still to come on ABC7 News at 6, a pair of farmers invites you to enjoy their field of sunflowers in Dexter. And in sports, we'll hear from the Bangor Little League All-Star team as they reflect on their trip to the Little League World Series Regional. We'll have that story right after the break. Stay with us.
Bar Harbor Bank and Trust helps businesses succeed with commercial lending, cash management tools, and merchant services. Whether your business is growing, expanding, or evolving, we can make it happen together. Bar Harbor Bank and Trust, named one of America's best banks.
Al, did you make that call?
Honey, we already have Medicare. Why do I need to call?
Alan, the Feldman said we may be able to get additional benefits with a Medicare Advantage plan right here in our zip code with $0 monthly premiums.
Honey, what do you mean additional benefits? We turned 65, we got Medicare. That's all there is to it, right?
I'm talking about Medicare Part C, commonly called Medicare Advantage. We have traditional Medicare, which is only Medicare Parts A and B, but not Part C.
Wait. So not everyone on Medicare is a Part C plan?
No, that's why we need to call, because there may be plans available with additional benefits that aren't covered under Medicare Parts A and B. We don't have a Medicare Part C plan which covers everything in Part A and Part B plus extra benefits in Medicare Part C.
What kind of extra benefits?
There are great plans that may be available with extra benefits like dental, vision, and hearing.
Did you say dental?
Yes, dental. Medicare Part C plans could include dental benefits that help cover routine dental exams and teeth cleanings, plus dental x-rays, fillings, gum disease treatment, and dentures.
We need that. I'm calling.
If you don't have a Medicare Part C plan, call now because there may be plans with additional benefits available that are simply not covered under Medicare Parts A and B, like routine dental coverage. If you're on Medicare, you can call even if you called last year. We will check to see if there is a Part C plan available in your area with additional benefits. You don't get a plan with additional benefits automatically. If you're losing coverage, moving, or new to Medicare, call to speak with a licensed insurance agent. Remember, you don't get Medicare Part C benefits automatically. Call now for your free 2022 no-obligation Medicare benefits review. Call 800-413-8094. 800-413-8094.
Easier banking anywhere, anytime, with online bill pay, digital wallet, mobile deposit, and more. Whatever you're planning, saving for, or working toward, we can make it happen together. Bar Harbor Bank and Trust, named one of America's best banks.
Put a little more cash in your bank. Save money with half-off deals at foxbangor.com.
Welcome back, everyone. Well, back in late July, we reported the departure of both Richard and Sarah Reichenbach from their positions on the Maine women's hockey coaching staff. Now, the university declined to comment on the situation back then, but on Tuesday, the Black Bears indirectly confirmed the news, hiring a new head coach to fill the role. Maine Athletics announced on Tuesday morning that Molly Engstrom has been named the 7th head coach in program history. Engstrom comes directly from St. Cloud University, where she worked as an assistant coach from 2018 to 2022. During that time, she also served as a development scout for USA Hockey. After an All-American career at Wisconsin, Engstrom played multiple years in pro hockey and won 2 Olympic medals skating with Team USA in 2006 and in 2010, and we can expect to hear more from Molly throughout the week as we get closer to Friday and sort of get you ready for what that team may look like. For now, though, let's go to the baseball field, because this summer, Bangor Little League's All-Stars made it all the way to the New England Championship, just one win away from the Little League World Series, being the first team from Bangor to do so. The kids say it was the best summer ever, and Tyler Cruz has the story to prove it.
Well, it was just a dream come true, playing with all of our best friends and playing a sport that we love.
It was quite the summer for Bangor's 11 and 12-year-old All-Star team.
Our All-Star tryouts were in early June. The month of July flew, obviously, with our
district tournament and state tournament, and then all of a sudden now we're into regionals and it's mid-August, and you're like, oh, where'd the summer go?
After winning District 3 the past 2 summers, they got over the hump and finally won the state championship. Because of that, they got to experience the trip of a lifetime, competing for the New England Championship down in Bristol, Connecticut.
It was awesome. It was an awesome summer. Definitely the best summer I've ever had.
It was definitely fun. I mean, I know my assistant coaches, Dan Hughes and Casey Cattell, and I probably had the greatest summer ever.
It was awesome. Like, we went on a coach bus, and I couldn't imagine going on a coach bus to Bristol, Connecticut. It was awesome.
The boys got the chance to play on ESPN with everyone watching.
A couple of my friends, they showed us pictures of us as a team, and it was awesome. Just knowing that we're on ESPN is just crazy to think of.
I got some of my former college players that shot me some messages and said Mount visits back over at Hudson were a little different.
Well, my dad, he's a merchant marine, as they said, and he's gone right now, and he got to watch it because my family in South Carolina filmed it. So my dad was really excited to watch me, and he sent me pictures.
The boys stayed at the Little League East Region headquarters, living in a dorm for about a week with 11 other state champions from around the East Coast.
They were all really nice. I mean, we traded pins. Everybody was talking to each other.
It's just fun meeting other kids from different states, and especially from Connecticut, because they're our bathroom buddies.
And overall, it was a great summer for the kids to just be kids.
Little League Baseball is great that way, where there's a lot of great moments off the field, where there's no cameras, there's no interviews, there's nothing. It's probably an opportunity for kids to kind of just really enjoy being 11 and 12 and being in the situation they're in.
1, 2, 3, Bangor! I'm Tyler Cruz, reporting with ABC 7, Fox 22 Sports.
All right, thank you, Tyler. And I know I've said it before, but just congratulations. What an awesome job. Really, really a summer they will look back on 20, 30, 40 years from now and never forget. Let's transition from the baseball diamond now to the wiffle ball field, because for the 14th year, Wayne's Wiffle for a Wish tournament is fast approaching. The annual charity wiffle ball tournament returns to Bangor's Union Street Fields this coming Saturday for another chance to support Make-A-Wish Maine. Now, since 2009, the event has raised nearly $145,000. And according to founder Wayne Harvey, that's been enough money to support 20 children and then some.
The goal each year is to raise $10,000, take care of one wish, start on another one. But the last couple of years, we've done $14,000, we've done $18,000. So we're taking care of a couple of families each year. And that's the goal, is to do as much as we can by just playing wiffle ball.
This year, 35 teams will compete across 4 different divisions, which Harvey said is the second most ever to participate. Now, registration is closed, but spectators are still encouraged to swing by and have lunch. Enter the raffle. I heard there's a Rich Hill signature on the line, maybe Lawrence Guy as well. Buy a T-shirt and experience the day centered around a unified cause.
To kind of see the community come together for something like this that we kind of dreamed of, never thought it would get to this big. It's really, I mean, it chokes you up to see something like this happen because it's people coming together.
Just amazing stuff, and that begins around 8:30 on Saturday, and it'll go all day. So if you want to just come by and support, participate in the raffle, that'll be at the Union Street Fields in Bangor. Alrighty, that's sports. Here's Jeff Weller with your full 5-day forecast. Jeff?
All right, thank you. Look what we did today. High temperatures back up in the 80s for most of us today. A bit colder down east areas, but still very comfortable with well above average temperatures across the region today. But a big change is on the way. Tonight, low temperatures in the 60s, and tomorrow, not recovering much as we have rain-cooled air on the way that will likely hold high temperatures in the 60s. That's a big change, right? Tomorrow and also for us on Thursday. It's a little bit breezy out there as well. Here comes our next system out of the east right now, around 14 in Millinocket, 9 in Bangor. These are actually going to pick up a bit tonight and gusts near 25 miles per hour tomorrow. So picture this, clouds tomorrow, windy, breezy with rain showers out there. It's not going to feel like middle August, right? Already watches are posted, small craft advisory. Gale warnings are far offshore, but overall you get the idea. A system is on the way. Big waves here and lots of wind on shore tomorrow with some rain in the forecast as well. So here it is now. here comes our next system. It's right there. It'll combine with this system over here. There's a little bit of instability across our region currently. These will all kind of combine to lift the air enough tomorrow to bring us a healthy rainfall, especially later in the day into early parts of Thursday. We could see an inch or two of rainfall on the way from this. Much needed rainfall, by the way. Right now, though, this air out there is unstable. There's a couple showers trying to get going. Most of us are staying dry, but overall, you could get under a quick shower tonight into early parts of tomorrow, followed by a more general rain getting in here midday tomorrow into tomorrow night. So let's walk you through it. So increasing clouds out there now, a couple of sprinkles by 7:30 tomorrow morning. Here comes a really good area of moisture moving this way toward us. And it's going to not stop, right? Basically, rainfall in the forecast for tomorrow afternoon into tomorrow evening. Any of these could be some locally heavy downpours in there. The severe weather threat is incredibly low, but look what happens. This thing kind of sits and spins over us. Here's Thursday morning into Thursday night, and pretty much not leaving until Friday, so several days now of wetness on the way. Again, those storms tomorrow, or really blamed for Thursday, but there could be a couple areas of heavy rainfall. And the rainfall will look like this. So a general soaking rainfall is on the way, an inch or more for many of us, and then maybe even 2 inches plus for a couple spots by the time we get to Friday. Our forecast then tonight, though, is increasing clouds, rain late tonight. There's a couple of light showers out there now. Look for low temperatures down near 60. For tomorrow, all right, scattered rain showers. Again, locally heavy rainfall, but the bigger story is going to be the temperatures with highs holding in the 60s tomorrow and windy. It's going to feel like fall around here tomorrow. And then looking ahead, your 5-day forecast shows rain likely tomorrow, also for Thursday, probably into early parts of Friday morning. But then look what happens. The weekend looks fantastic right now with temperatures back in the 80s with plenty of sunshine.
All right, thanks so much. And still more to come after the break, so stay with us.
Welcome to the Purple Baboon, a local gem on the Belfast waterfront. Find lots of little joys for every taste, like fun clothing for the whole family and a lovely selection of coastal Maine-made jewelry. The Purple Baboon, the best selection at great prices, 31 Front Street, Belfast.
Feel the difference of alpaca apparel from the Blue Alpaca Ranch and Store in Belfast. Stop by their ranch location to interact with these amazing animals and enjoy the beautiful Maine outdoors with your very own alpaca walk. Shop in-store or online today and take advantage of their free nationwide shipping. With their incredible selection of socks, sweaters, hats, and more, experience the unique qualities that alpaca fiber brings with the Blue Alpaca. Feel the difference.
Come on down! Come on down! Come on down! You're the next contestant on The Price is Right.
I'll take The Price is Right instant ticket, please.
Play The Price is Right instant ticket from the Maine Lottery today. Win up to $250,000 instantly. Or enter for your chance to win a trip to Las Vegas for a chance to win up to $50 million in the Come On Down Challenge. Come on down!
Get 2.19% APR for 60 months plus $500 purchase allowance on a 2022 Cadillac XT4, XT5, and XT6. Visit Quirk Cadillac in Bangor.
Do you struggle to open or close your windows? Are they drafty or leaky? Are you constantly adjusting your thermostat only to have your energy bill skyrocket? If you're nodding your head yes, Renewal by Andersen is your best solution. They custom build and install weather-tight replacement windows and back them with a generous, fully transferable limited warranty.
Call now to schedule your free design consultation. Plus, take advantage of this limited time offer with incredible savings and attractive financing. Don't miss out. Call Renewal by Andersen today.
Tonight, the classified material seized from Mar-a-Lago. What happens next? Plus, the 2 key primary races tracking results. More Americans turn to world news tonight with David Muir, the most watched program on all of television.
A field of picturesque sunflowers is blooming at the Stormy Blue Farm in Dexter. The Blanchards, who own the farm, moved to Maine from Florida for a change of pace. And now, as Jody Hersey tells us, they're hoping to share their fields of gold with others in the community.
I was looking for like the best one,
and I found this one to be the best one.
Row after row of yellow-petaled sunflowers stand tall in the sunshine at the Stormy Blue Farm on the Pullen Road in Dexter. The Blanchard family planted these flowers on a small portion of their 26 acres of land back in May, and Mother Nature enticed them to bloom sooner than expected.
The hot weather in the past 2 weeks kind of opened these things a little bit early.
For the past 2 weekends, Stormy Blue Farm has been open for customers to come peruse, pick their own sunflowers for a small fee, and take pictures of the radiant fields of gold. The sunflower has a special place in the hearts of the entire Blanchard family.
So we start with sunflowers. Those are my wife's son's favorite flower. He passed away several years ago, so the prior business was Alex's flower truck, and that was centered around sunflowers.
William Blanchard and his wife made wedding floral arrangements in Florida prior to moving to Maine this year. Both hold jobs outside the home. Now, with a farm to call their own, they hope to plant and sell tulips and wildflowers in addition to their sunflowers.
I love working where I work, but I want to work for something that's mine and something to pass down to our children and hopefully their children.
Customers and neighbors alike are grateful the Blanchards have chosen to call Dexter home, where they can spread a whole lot of beauty each season.
I think it's really, really pretty and just like a good place to come to.
In Dexter, I'm Jody Hersey for ABC 7 and Fox 22.